Ciao a tutti, oggi sono a presentarvi questo gimbal dalla hohem, un gimbal per smartphone, appositamente pensato per smartphone, un gimbal, forse il gimbal più bello che ci sia sul mercato in questo momento, ha tantissime funzionalità, ma quello che lo rende veramente particolare è l'integrazione con l'intelligenza artificiale, che non è un'integrazione così tanto da un'operazione di marketing, ma è una integrazione che veramente dà quel surplus a un gimbal che altrimenti con i smartphone moderni, che hanno una stabilizzazione già piuttosto buona, cominciano ad avere poco senso, ma in questo caso l'intelligenza artificiale è stata integrata in una maniera eccezionale per quelle funzioni che proprio danno un qualcosina in più. Ma ora vediamo assieme questo gimbal perché è qualcosa di eccezionale. Comincio a dirvi qualche specifica tecnica. Questo gimbal ha un peso di circa 629 grammi, devo leggervi perché ho fatto un po' di appunti perché le specifiche sono davvero tante, le fa anche nelle funzionalità. Abbiamo 629 grammi di peso, poi abbiamo il treppiede che si applica separatamente, che sono altri 150 grammi. Può supportare un peso per smartphone fino a 500 grammi, anche se smartphone di quel peso lì credo che non ce ne siano ormai. Una batteria integrata ci dà un'autonomia per uso gimbal, solamente uso gimbal, di circa 12 ore. Gimbal con intelligenza artificiale e il tracking attivato arriviamo alle 8 ore, 7-8 ore. Se accendiamo anche il faretto abbiamo un'autonomia di 3-4 ore. Come dicevo, questo gimbal ha la grandissima particolarità di avere l'intelligenza artificiale integrata. Questa intelligenza artificiale viene tutta gestita da questa piccola telecamerina che fa anche da faretto, come potete vedere, e da questo display remotabile. Come potete vedere lo possiamo staccare e ha esattamente le stesse funzioni di quando è applicato. Poi vediamo che funzionalità può avere questo display qua, perché è veramente unico. Vi faccio vedere un attimino quelle che sono le funzionalità di questo gimbal. Iniziamo dal grilletto. Questo grilletto qua diciamo che è il tasto forse principale di questo gimbal. Andando a premere 2 volte il grilletto, il gimbal si mette in posizione centrale. Come potete vedere io sto utilizzando la fotocamera selfie, andando a cliccare 3 volte sul nostro tastino lo smartphone si ruota e ci fa utilizzare le telecamere diciamo quelle di maggior qualità, anche perché con il nostro display ora vedrete il contrario, perché non sto utilizzando queste camere, ma ce lo possiamo permettere perché vediamo cosa il nostro smartphone sta inquadrando. Ma torniamo alla nostra modalità 3. Come potete vedere, utilizzando le camere della parte di qua mi trovo con il motore davanti e potrebbe essere che rientra nell'inquadratura, e allora basterà cliccare 4 volte sul nostro tastino a grilletto e cosa succede? Il motore è passato dalla parte posteriore e ce lo siamo levati tra virgolette dai piedi. Come dicevo, la telecamerina per intelligenza artificiale è anche un faretto che si attiva tenendo premuto il tasto della roller, e con noi ci si attiva il nostro faretto, che andandolo a ruotare sulla roller, in questo caso passiamo nella modalità colore, passiamo da una luce fredda a una luce calda. Se premiamo una volta il nostro tastino andremo a gestire invece la potenza della nostra lampada. Cliccando 3 volte passiamo alla modalità RGB, come vedete siamo sul colore, siamo al blu, giallo, passiamo alla modalità calde, arriveremo al rosso, poi cliccando altre 3 volte torniamo nella modalità, riteniamo premuto e togliamo il nostro faretto. Con il faretto spento invece, andando a cliccare 2 volte sul tastino della roller, andremo a lavorare sui motori, come vedete. In questo caso utilizziamo il tilt, ma possiamo anche utilizzare passare tramite, come vedete ruoto in questo qua, adesso sono al pan. Quindi abbiamo scoperto che possiamo interagire con la nostra roller con altre funzionalità. Dalla parte laterale invece abbiamo il tastino di accensione, che anche quello subentra altre funzionalità. Abbiamo un attacco da 1/4 per poterci applicare tutti i nostri accessori, la presa USB di tipo C, invece per ricaricare sia il gimbal che il nostro radiocomando separato. Ok, torniamo a noi, andiamo a vedere un attimino più nel dettaglio il nostro comando, lo andiamo a estrarre. Allora, innanzitutto abbiamo la levetta che ci permette di gestire i nostri motori del gimbal. Abbiamo poi questo tastino qui che ci permette di avviare e fermare sia le registrazioni che scattare le foto, oppure passare dalla modalità foto alla modalità videocamera. E poi abbiamo anche questa levetta qua, che è una levetta che funziona solamente se utilizziamo l'app della hohem, l'app dedicata, che oltretutto è un'app che consiglio anche di utilizzare, ma potete tranquillamente utilizzare l'app fotocamera del vostro smartphone oppure app di terze parti, perché vengono gestite tranquillamente da gimbal. L'unica cosa è che se utilizziamo invece l'app della hohem avremo qualche funzionalità in più, come ad esempio lo zoom tramite questa levetta e qualche altra funzionalità che adesso non ricordo in particolare. La messa a fuoco, riusciamo a fare anche la messa a fuoco e altro ancora. Comunque non è sicuramente un'app di secondo piano, ma è un'app importante, quindi io la sto utilizzando e mi trovo anche molto bene. Rimanendo sul nostro telecomandino, il nostro telecomandino ha praticamente 3 menu principali. Il primo lo stiamo vedendo, che è quello che ci mostra quello che vede la nostra telecamera. Tenete ben presente che le immagini che vediamo sul nostro display del radiocomando sono quelle registrate che provengono dalla telecamera e non dalle telecamere del nostro smartphone, mi raccomando. Passando alla seconda pagina abbiamo una serie di menu che possiamo agire ad esempio sulle temperature di colore, piuttosto che agire dal roller. Possiamo l'intensità della luminosità, l'accensione o spegnimento del faretto, e altro ancora, francamente. Possiamo far sì che ad esempio dal nostro radiocomando impartiamo le impostazioni e facciamo partire che il gimbal faccia delle panoramiche, non so, 360 gradi piuttosto che 180 gradi o altro ancora. Passiamo alla terza e ultima pagina, ci sono delle altre impostazioni, ad esempio questa qui, A e B, non ve l'ho fatto vedere prima, va praticamente a gestire questi 2 tastini. Anzi, possiamo dirgli di partire dal punto A, che lo andremo a selezionare, a un punto B con una determinata velocità e praticamente il gimbal in autonomia esegue tutto questo movimento che abbiamo impostato in precedenza. E poi possiamo ad esempio attivare o disattivare il tracciamento con l'intelligenza artificiale, dicendogli di sì o di no, e attivare o disattivare le gesture. Sì, perché oltre ad avere il nostro radiocomandino che possiamo portarci anche a 10 metri di distanza, perché più o meno la distanza di lavoro è questa qua, può arrivare fino a distrazioni da soli. E ora magari mi concentro proprio su questo e vi faccio vedere un attimino quelle che sono le potenzialità dell'intelligenza artificiale e capiamo bene il potenziale di questo gimbal. Io riattacco il nostro radiocomandino. In sostanza io mi sto registrando, ma essendo da solo non ho nessuno che mi può seguire, mi basterà guardare la camera, fare un ok. Come potete vedere nello schermettino il mio viso si è contornato con un riquadro verde, vuol dire che l'intelligenza artificiale mi ha riconosciuto e ora mi seguirà. Come potete vedere io mi posso spostare, l'intelligenza artificiale continua a seguirmi dall'alto al basso, proprio a 360 gradi, mi posso allontanare e lui mi seguirà. Come potete vedere è eccezionalmente ben fatta e segue veramente, ma possiamo anche utilizzare altre gesto se non vogliamo più farci seguire. Ad esempio basterà fare col palmo della mano così, e come potete vedere non mi segue più. Ma ora facciamo un'altra funzione. Se vogliamo che la nostra inquadratura non sia centrale nello schermo, oppure troppo alta, troppo bassa, vogliamo un attimino regolarla, non ci basterà fare che, ok, così la facciamo ripartire, la mettiamo in stand by, ci abbassiamo, gli diciamo che noi vogliamo un'inquadratura più verso l'alto, ok, la facciamo ripartire, ok, come vedete ora mi riprende solo la testa e continuerà a riprendermi solo con un'inquadratura rivolta verso l'alto, qualsiasi posizione mi metta, potete vedere, ok. Noi adesso la fermiamo e ci riandiamo ad orientare di nuovo col nostro radiocomando. Come potete vedere, quando è disattivata c'è questo è il quadratino rosso, quando la vado ad attivare diventa verde. Ve lo faccio vedere anche magari così. Riattiviamo il display, ok, attiviamo l'intelligenza artificiale nuovamente, ci mettiamo più nel riquadro, ci centriamo un po' nel riquadro, ok, la facciamo ripartire, ok, così è di nuovo attiva. Riprendo il mio gimbal, come potete vedere io posso muovermi come voglio e rimarrò sempre nell'immagine. Alzerò verso l'alto o verso il basso. Che dire, questo gimbal è veramente eccezionale e mi è piaciuto un sacco, forse è veramente il gimbal più importante che c'è sul commercio. Il prezzo deve essere di circa 300-350 euro, ma ritengo che siano ottimamente spesi. Se il vostro obiettivo è quello di rendervi più autonomi possibile nelle vostre registrazioni, credo che questo sia il gimbal da tenere in considerazione, perché è proprio la dimostrazione che l'intelligenza artificiale, se ben fatta e ben applicata, dà enormi vantaggi. Io ve lo consiglio. Ciao a tutti.
This is my review of the hohem iSteady M7. So it comes in this very sort of premium feeling case. It's got a pretty big zipper, so overall it feels really good. And then it even has like a little carrying strap on the top, and there's all these little bubbles here, so it can certainly take a good fall and survive. But the one thing you'll notice, it's really big, so you're not going to be able to just kind of put this in your purse or something like that. It's going to probably have to stick into your backpack. And similar comment to the device itself, it's also on the bigger side. But looking inside the case, it's got a really nice sort of felt lining, and it looks like it has another space for perhaps another tripod or something, but it only comes with this one, and it's optional, and it's just like a standard camera mount. And then I put all of the instructions in here, and then it comes with like a charge cable and another little accessory cable, which I can show you later. And it comes with some instruction manual. I haven't really looked at this one too much in detail, because they have a bunch of videos online that I've been going through, and they're actually really good. There is a ton of functionality, and in order to like learn all of it, it's going to take a few afternoons, I think. And in order to get really good at all of it, it'd probably take like weeks or months. It'll take a lot of practice. There's a bit of a learning curve. So the device itself feels really nice. It's got a really good sort of premium construction feel to it. It's got kind of like rubbery grips on the sides. You can see on the bottom, it's got the sort of standard mounting screw. It's got another one here, and I believe another one here as well. So 3 different things, so you can put like different cameras or lights or whatever you like on there. When you take it out of the box, it's all sort of locked into place in the 3 different ways that you can move it. One thing I liked about it, so you can like unlock it like this with one of the switches, but when you lock it back in, it'll keep on swiveling until it finds the right place and lock back in again. So I found that pretty helpful when you're trying to like pack it up, similar with like this one. If you put the lock back on, it will, well, I guess this one locks at 2 different places. It kind of just snaps right back in. So there is a USB-C, so this will charge your device, and it will charge the remote control, and it has like this USB-C charger that you can plug your phone into, so it will also charge your phone, and then it will give the sort of AI camera power. So it's really nice. I really like that feature. It's fairly well thought out. You just plug it in one place, and then everything charges, and you don't have to worry about, like, you know, your phone going dead or anything like that. Another cool feature is if you want to get the gimbal really well balanced, there's kind of like a measuring thing here, and there's no tools or anything required. You just kind of open this and you can kind of move this back and forth to get your phone perfectly balanced, so it will just kind of stay in the middle if there's no power, which I thought was also very nice, because I've had some other ones, as soon as you turn it off, the camera just kind of like flops around. Oh, and this is the charge cable, so it can plug into the bottom of your phone, and then it just charges, sort of plugs in on the side there. And it does have a bit of a telescopic tripod. It doesn't go very far, so if you're trying to do low shots or just get a little bit higher, it's nice. It goes about maybe a foot, but it's not like a typical selfie stick, which, you know, probably goes like 3 or 4 feet. Overall, it's reasonably short, and you can just kind of push that back in. And you can see when you plug it in, it will give you both the battery for the remote and for the device itself. And even if you take off the remote, it will still kind of show you on here whether it's charging or whether it's connected to Bluetooth or not. So just in terms of controls, you have this really nice dial here. It's got a lot of like rubber on the top. It's really grippy, and you can kind of set it to how you want it to work. So you can control kind of like the pitch or the pan, or if you're using the software, you can use it to set up the focus. There's a couple of buttons down here, so you can get this the camera to focus at a point A and a point B, and you can just kind of switch between them. And if you double tap, it'll slowly pan between the two. There's a whole bunch of different features for that one as well. There is a trigger on the front, and the trigger basically controls how the gimbal works. Although I did find it a little bit complicated, because if you do like a double tap, it will center. If you do a triple tap, it will do something else, like it'll switch the camera around. And then if you do, like, you know, 4 taps, it will do it in a mode so the camera won't see the gimbal, so it just kind of reverses everything. There's a whole bunch of different settings, but again, you kind of have to look at the manual. It's not necessarily the most straightforward thing. And then on the remote, this will do most of those functions as well, this little button here. And then just getting back to the remote, it's actually really nice. It has like a touch screen on there. This will allow you to control a bunch of the different settings, like how fast it pans and stuff when you use the joystick. And then, of course, there's the joystick here, so you can use it to control the tilt and the pan, etc. When you're using the software, you can use this to control the zoom, so you can zoom in and out. And then long press will turn the power on and off. This one will take pictures, or if you're doing video, you can kind of turn it on and off. The one thing that I thought was a bit unfortunate about this is there's no way to just pause the video. Like if you're using the software, you can just kind of, you know, hit the pause on your camera, but that's pretty awkward, especially if you're like holding it down here, then you kind of got to do it with your other hand, and your camera kind of shakes. I thought that was a little bit of a pain. And there's a bunch of different gimbal modes, so this is kind of a fast way to switch between them. So between, like, you know, point of view, or if you want this to be always in a fixed position, or if you only wanted to kind of turn left or right with your hand. I thought that was pretty cool, so there's a fast way to do it. You can also do it through the menu system here as well. So you can kind of see when I click through it, it will sort of change the different settings. And there's like a custom setting as well, which is also really cool. So you can go in there and you can just kind of say exactly how you want it to work, like whether you want the tilt or roll or pan to be fixed, and you can just kind of set that all up from there. And another super cool feature is there is a camera built right into this like AI tracker, which I'll talk about in a minute. And you can actually see what it sees through your remote. So if you just slide over to like the first screen, here, I'll go back to the main menu. Just takes it a second to sync. There we go. So you could be anywhere in the room and you can kind of see what's in frame. So even if you're doing this to take like a family picture or something, like it's pretty handy because you can see if I cover it up there, you can kind of see exactly what, or close to what the camera sees, because this lens is kind of on the top and you're actually going to be shooting through this one or the one on the back. But again, really neat feature. And since we're talking about this AI lens, it's also very cool. It just sort of like pops off, so you can put it in two different directions. The one thing I thought was a little bit weird, it is held in by magnets, but you have to remember to push in the two sides. So if you pull on it, it'll just kind of like wreck the hinges. But yeah, so it will track you. So if you're walking around the house or something like that, it can find you. And you can also control it remotely, either through like the remote, as we've seen, or you can just use like hand gestures. So you can kind of like tell it to turn on. It only works within, I think, 0.5 meters. So this does take a little bit of practice, but you can see if I make this symbol here, a little green light goes on, and now you can't quite see me moving, but if I walk around the room, sort of like right behind this camera, you can see it'll track. And if I sort of like, go down, it will follow me down, or if I go left, right, it's very cool. It works really well. And if I just want it to stop, I can just put my hand out front and the little red light on the top goes red and it stops. Then there's a bunch of other hand gestures you can do. I won't get into all of them, but so far I'm like really impressed. So I would say that the majority of the features you can use just with any camera app, but if you want to get some like additional functionality, it comes with its own app. So the app in itself, it has a ton of things. I won't go over it in this review, but there's a lot of different templates and stuff you can add. You can do things for photos and panoramics, and this will also give you the ability to use like the zoom feature that we talked about earlier. That'll only sort of work through this app. And there is like, this focus where you can use the wheel, so that will be controlled through the app as well. I don't think that's going to work through any of your sort of, camera apps that come with your phone. And I haven't chatted too much about the gimbal, but overall it does work really well. So if I wiggle this around, you can see my camera is super steady. If I go like left or right, it works as well, forward and backwards. My camera stays steady throughout. And again, exactly how you want your camera to move or track is controllable through the software. So you can get it to kind of like, only tilt or pan or none of the above. And so far I've found it like, really responsive overall. So just in summary, the only cons I would say is it is a little bit big for maybe like if you're just going to like throw it in your purse or your briefcase. And this doesn't extend that far, but everything else, like I thought the overall build quality, the case, the responsiveness of the gimbal, like the software, the remote with the where you can view the AI tracker, and the AI tracker itself can follow you around. It's all very brilliant. Oh, another thing I just forgot is this isn't just an AI tracker. It is also a light, so you can use it as a video light if you just kind of hold down this button for a few seconds. So overall, really like impressive product, but and the other downside is there's maybe a little bit of a learning curve if you want to explore all of the features.
Today we're popping open the brand new iSteady M7. This is a gimbal made for smartphones and offers all kinds of sweet features. So it comes with a great travel case. Keep it nice and protected and molded for everything inside. Let's go ahead and pop it open and see what we've got. Got your instruction manuals, quick start guide. All your accessories are in here, your various charging cables to be able to connect both power here and then also power for your phone. And we also have the attached AI light that allows you to shoot higher quality video and does have an AI on-off function. The gimbal, super solid build, feels great in the hand. Do have the new detachable screen here, and it is wireless, so gives you the ability to have somebody else remotely controlling while you're then filming. Various attach points, you can balance it here. It does have lockout, so you can lock it in place and prevent it from rotating. Same thing, kind of put it in there when you're traveling to prevent it from moving around. And has kind of all-day shooting power too. I think the battery life is 10 hours or so. It does come with an attached tripod, which you can also use to give you an additional point to steady it. So attach it here or here, depending on what kind of shooting setup you're looking for. You got your USB-C power charging there, power on and off right here, and then you got your thumbstick, slide control, hit button here, and then the memory function too, and along with some controls here, and then this finger slider to do things like zooming, and controlling some of the other functionality. And select your switch in the center and your record button or other function such as rotation right there. And it'll clamp to kind of any of the standard size current cell phones out there. So I'm excited to dig into this, get it charged up and see what it's all about. But yet another just awesome product. The iSteady series has been great. I have the M6 and really excited to start shooting with this M7.
Hey everyone, I wanted to quickly share my thoughts on the hohem M7 gimbal after using it for a little bit now. First of all, let's talk about the build quality. It's sturdy, but at the same time not too heavy. which I think is a great balance if you're planning to use it for like extended shots, or even your professional shoots. I feel the motors are okay. The motors are strong, and they handle heavier cameras really well. I have Samsung S24 Ultra, and it's really good with the phone. Yes, it works perfect. I was actually surprised at how smooth and the stabilization is on this thing. Even when I wasn't being super careful with my movements, it still delivered clean, steady footage. Battery life, that's the another highlight for me. I mean, it's not as the other gimbals that I have used in the past, but this is definitely longer than I expected. Charge is pretty good, straightforward, so no complaints there. Now, I haven't attached my phone here, but I have tried it out with the app, and it's pretty user-friendly once you get the hang of it. The tracking feature especially is a standout. It keeps up really well, even when the lighting is imperfect. One thing I'll say is that if you're new to gimbals, there's a little bit of a learning curve to balancing and exploring all the features, but once you figure it out, this thing is a powerhouse. So yeah, if you're looking for a gimbal that's reliable, versatile, and doesn't break the bank, the hohem M7 is a solid choice. I would definitely recommend it. Look how beautiful this thing is, and the box that it came with is absolutely gorgeous. Recommend this.
I'm using the hohem iSteady M7 to record this. I just love the capabilities of this machine. With just putting this on, it has the AI tracking that goes with you very smoothly wherever you go. If I go down, it's going down with me. Come back up, it comes up with me. I love that right now you can't see it, but I'll show you a picture of how the gimbal itself has an extending part on it, which is very unusual for others, but it's very welcome in getting the great angle that it's needed. And so just to stop by the AI tracking, just come back up with the halt sign here, and it takes it off from that. And so I'm really loving all the aspects of this. I'll be showing you some more here in a minute. Another great thing is with this iSteady M7 is the included remote that magnetizes and puts on the gimbal itself. But as you can see, it shows you a picture of what you're seeing. It's showing me there, but also has all these different controls as you slide it over that you can control your camera doing many different things. And so this is just an excellent, excellent gimbal. I can't wait to use this in my videography business.
Almost brand new.
All right, Janet, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Janet? Janet?
Deepika played a character called films. Name those 2 films. Sandy? Yeah. Deepika's filmography. Sandy.
I take all the time in the world.
Sandy.
No signal. This one is on. I will put this one off, right? Right now it's supposed to be on when I start. You see? No work. This camera not work.
Videos look amateur because your phone is shaking, this fixes that instantly. This is the hohem iSteady M7 with AI tracking that follows you automatically, with built-in lighting for clean shots and crazy smooth stabilization that makes phone videos look professional. If you're serious about content, I linked the exact one right here.
Non-responsive. Nothing.
Oh, I don't think we have it on.